Chronicle Runescape Legends gets an open beta date. Blade and Soul's Warlock class is arriving soon. All that and more. I'm Zach Sharps, and this is Free to Play Weekly. First up in the news this week, the 15th closed beta patch for Paladins is finally out, bringing with it the long-teased Glacier Keep map and a whole bunch of new weapon skins. Glacier Keep, being the new Siege mode map, offers a different style of play than both the Enchanted Forest and Temple Ruins. As for the new skins, all players except for Barrack got 2 new weapon skins each, but Barrack on the other hand got 3. How much do they cost? Well, each cosmetic skin can be crafted for 1000 CP in the gear crafting section of the vault. Overall, pretty fair patch, and of course you can see the typical balancing tweaks included as well. As someone who hops into Paladins every once in a while, it's cool to see the free-to-play game improve over time. Kinda like how Smite at the beginning wasn't entirely fantastic, but its potential was realized by the time it was released. What do you guys think of Paladins? Tryon World's Devilian got a new update recently. Update 1.3 Fury of the Tempest launched, and with it came a ton of content. The free-to-play MMORPG introduced the all-new Tempest class, 4 new regular dungeons, 2 new Archdevil dungeons, and a brand new raid. In addition, the level cap has been raised to 54, and 4 new sets of gear have been added. All of the new dungeons are available for free, but players will have the option to purchase the Tempest Pack expansion for $9.99. This is good news for fans of the game to see more content being thrown into Devilian. That said, despite the fact it's Tryon and they've been throwing paywalls around lately, I wish the Tempest and other additional classes added to the game were free for players out the gates. I think that would be a good step forward to repairing Tryon's image. Curious what I'm talking about regarding their recent monetization woes? Well, check out our brand new series Free to Play Police, which can be found up on our YouTube channel. Those of you like myself that were not able to get into the closed beta for Chronicle Runescape Legends won't have to wait much longer to play Jagex's brand new free-to-play strategy card game. At their RuneScape 15th anniversary press event that I attended, Jagex announced that the card game will move into open beta on March 23rd. Also announced was that those who participated in the closed beta will get into the open beta 1 week early and also be rewarded with a variety of awesome goodies. Those returning to the beta will notice access to Venescula the Vampire, which will be Chronicle's 5th legend that brings in 40 plus new cards, more customizability, a brand new dungeoneering system, and a whole lot more. Finally got my hands on the game at the press event, and along with Duelist, this will probably be my main card game driver for the foreseeable future. Just had a ton of fun with it. Speaking of having a ton of fun, it appears fans of Blade and Soul won't have theirs stop anytime soon. The free-to-play MMORPG will get its Unchained update on March 2nd, which introduces the Warlock class among other things. The Warlock uses mid-ranged abilities, executes quick combos, and can summon a demonic thrall. In addition to the new class, players will also have access to 2 new dungeons. The Naryu Labyrinth is a heroic dungeon available in both 6 and 4 player versions that offers a 3-stage encounter designed to challenge max level players. Players can also expect the 8th floor of Mushin's Tower to become available, and since it's the final floor, you'll be fighting against a manifestation of Mushin himself. It's not too big of a surprise that Blade and Soul is getting a lot of content really quickly, especially if you consider the Korean version launched in 2012. If you think it'll run out soon, stay tuned for another update announcement, more than likely coming within the next month or so. Jagex stated that there would be a special announcement at their RuneScape 15th anniversary events, and that announcement happened to be an idle game from Hyper Hippo, the developers known for the very addicting venture capitalist. Titled RuneScape Idle Adventures, you'll get to experience what they dubbed a 0.5 player RuneScape. Focusing on the skills of RuneScape, Idle Adventures will also run in tandem with the popular long-running MMORPG storyline. Overall, I felt as though this announcement was out of left field, but because I got addicted to Adventure Capitalist, I actually am quite interested to see how this free-to-play idle game will turn out. Being that it will release not only on PC, but also mobile soon after, it's time for the question of the week. Last week on the show, I asked if layoffs for games still in development affect your hype. A user by the name of Untitled stated the following: "To me, if a developer is laying off a significant portion of their studio, the game might as well be dead. The quality of the game is going to degrade, the speed of development is going to degrade, and if they are bought up, the amount of community input into the game is most likely to degrade." Gigantic was fun, but their decision to go Windows 10 and Xbox One exclusive didn't help at all, and quite frankly, the game itself is not unique or groundbreaking enough to warrant saving itself on its own merits. Say goodbye to Gigantic, folks. It's probably not gonna make a comeback. Thanks for your responses, and as always, if you want your comment possibly featured in next week's episode, make sure to leave a comment down below. This week's question is, do you enjoy idle games? Personally, they are a guilty pleasure of mine, but I only played a few. Curious what they fall under for you guys though. Last up in the news this week, those of you who are still playing the very popular and long-running Runescape got fantastic news. Jagex at their 15th anniversary event, among other things, announced a ton of new content coming your way. To kick it off, players will finally get to explore the Wushenko Isles, which is a level-neutral styled zone set to be quite large in size and is the first of 2 large land masses coming to the game. Also coming soon is Celesti's Countdown, which is an episodic story quest with an emphasis on player choice, God Wars Dungeon number 2, a revamp to mining and blacksmithing, the Gower quest, and a whole lot more. All of which happens to be coming most likely before summer's end. People always wonder why so many still play RuneScape. I really think it's because developers can learn a ton by paying attention to Jagex. People want a ton of content, and if you give it to them while being transparent in the process, they tend to stay. Quite simple. Speaking of simplicity, be sure to head on over to our giveaways page, bookmark it, and check it daily to ensure you never miss one. Also be sure to follow all of our social media to ensure you never miss breaking news within the free-to-play space. As for myself, signing out until next week's show, my name is Zach Sharps, and I'll catch you guys next time.